some things that's important to understand that we're going to learn tonight. That if we want wisdom, it doesn't happen naturally. You know, it just doesn't, we just don't get wisdom. If you want wisdom, you have to seek it. If you're not seeking it, it'll just fly right past you and you'll never know. This is why Jesus taught in parables. You know, when Jesus would teach in parables, his disciples say, Jesus, why are you teaching in parables? He would tell a story or an example that they could relate to. Usually he had something to do with farming because they were a farming society in his day. And he would give an example there. And his disciples would say, what do you mean by that? And why are you speaking in parables? And Jesus said, I'm speaking in parables because the ones that really want to know will ask. The ones that really want to know will knock, seek, and ask. The ones who really want to know will seek first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added to them. So wisdom just doesn't come. If you really don't want to know what the truth is, that's okay. God will accommodate you. And he'll let you go off and believe a lie if that's what you want. Because you know, over there in Thessalonians it says, when the Antichrist comes, there'll be those who have rejected the love of the truth. Not the truth, but the love of the truth. There's some folks that stop their ears. Have you ever talked to somebody? Somebody's come to you and asked for advice, and you tell them advice, it's truthful advice, and they stop their ears? There's a story in Jeremiah's, the book of Jeremiah in the Old Testament, where the people came to him, and the Babylonians had come and carried most of the people captive. And he left certain people back there, and Jeremiah was there. And they said, Jeremiah, should we go to Egypt? They thought maybe they should hightail it out of there. And Jeremiah said, don't go to Egypt. They said, seek the Lord, ask the Lord if we should go to Egypt. So Jeremiah came back the next day and said, the Lord said, don't go to Egypt. And they said, you didn't hear from God. And they went to Egypt. And they ended up, whatever. It was not a good thing. So wisdom is something that takes effort if we want to know godly wisdom. So we're going to read a little bit tonight, starting in chapter 2.